All right, 99.9 Punk World Radio FM. You guys already know what time it is. Right here, we're back with another phenomenal interview. And that's right, tonight we actually have Calgary, Alberta's own. We have the High Tops right here, live on the radio, and of course, Facebook and YouTube as well. How are you guys actually doing this evening?
Doing great. Yourself?
Oh man, doing best I can possibly be. I hope all is well with you out there in Calgary, man. I've been hearing crazy stuff about forest fires and whatnot out there in Halifax. So I'm glad to hear that for once Alberta is not going through the same stuff.
Give it 2 months.
Yeah.
We had it pretty bad a few weeks ago, but it's good now. Yeah.
Hopefully I didn't jinx it. You know what I mean? If it happens, just blame the DJ. Just blame the DJ.
All right.
But I know you guys are busy individuals, so I'm going to dive right into this interview. And of course, I don't want to take you away from your Friday evening too long, but I got to take you guys back to the beginning of your amazing band this far, man. I have to ask, how did you three actually get together and form the High Tops?
So all of us were friends. Like, we've been friends for a long time, like back to like
Went to high school together.
Yeah, high school, even like elementary school for a couple of us. So we formed technically in 2018, summer of 2018, and it started by I can't remember if it was me and you first or me and Will first. I don't know, but yeah, and it was me and Cole. Cole linked up, and I knew he played guitar. He heard I had been playing guitar, so we just decided to jam one day, and then I did kind of the same thing with Will. Yeah. Around that same time, and then three of us just got together in Cole's parents' house and just started jamming. And then Chandler, our bass player, who couldn't be here tonight, came into the fold shortly after. So it all came together in pretty much probably 2 weeks.
It's pretty fast.
Yeah. And then ever since, like, we played that summer, we played like one backyard show. And then we took some time off because I was still playing hockey. And then when I finally got back, we kind of just started hitting it hard. And then, we hit it hard for like, honestly, like a year and a half straight. And then COVID hit. And then ever since then, we've been solid. We've been consistent.
And when you say as well that you actually, were doing hockey and then you came back to the band, is there any points in your life right now that you actually miss playing hockey? Or is it right now your main focus is the High Tops?
I don't miss hockey. I miss like the dressing room. I miss like hanging with like the guys in the dressing room and that experience. But I kind of get that in the jam space, so it's pretty fulfilling. I don't miss it too much. I get to watch watch hockey on TV, and that's my fill.
And also as well, guys, November 14th of 2021, right in the height of the pandemic, you guys actually released the phenomenal single titled Sugar. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about that track. And of course, like, what is the actual story behind it, man? Because I got to say, this song has such an amazing meaning behind it.
We started writing Sugar during the pandemic.
Yeah.
It was a bit later on when it kind of relaxed a little bit, and the four of us could at least get together. And at the time, we were rehearsing in Cole's parents' basement, and I don't remember exactly, like, composition-wise how it really came together. Most of our songs, usually, we're just jamming. Someone has some sort of idea. We just all start playing along with it together, and then just keep building on it.
Yeah, I remember I think we were listening to quite a bit. Like, I mean, I was listening to a lot of Guns N' Roses at that time. So then, like, I found like that chorus riff, like, the kind of came together just through that inspiration. And then we kind of just took like what we take from alt rock and those bands, and then put it together for the rest of the song. And I think we just like kind of let the energy of that song speak for itself, and then just kind of made like a little bit of a hard rock bop, I guess. Yeah.
And also, you guys are actually currently signed to Soda Records. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a story behind that record deal. And of course, how did you and that label originally get together? Because I got to say, like, they have such amazing bands currently signed to their roster today in 2023.
Yeah, it started, we had another single. It was following Sugar. It was called Useless Lovin'. Kind of more of like a surf punk song, kind of. and he discovered the song somehow. I mean, we had it on Spotify already, Spotify and everything, and he just reached out to us via email and just wanted to talk a little more. And then after probably 4 or 5 phone calls, we were pretty much signed. So it was a pretty quick process. Like, we didn't dive into it right away, but like I said, we just liked what he heard. So gave it a shot.
It was worth every it's been worth it ever since. Sam's an awesome guy. He knows how to handle things, and he really just helps us out in every way.
And I got to say, I definitely agree with how he knows how to handle things, man. He actually added my radio station to his email list, and I see a lot of the bands he has, man, and just the marketing that man can do, man. He definitely knows what he's doing. So I can definitely say, from what I've seen this far, you guys are definitely in some great hands.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, he's a very hard worker, so yeah, we're happy.
But also as well, March 19th of 2022, you guys actually released my personal favorite projects by yourselves that's actually titled Whoever Gets It, Gets It, that also included the song Sugar that we previously spoke about a few moments ago. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about this particular EP, and of course, how was the creative process different from your other previous works?
I think like what was really great about that one is because we had a lot of time during the pandemic to really, nothing was rushed. So every song we had a lot of like calculated time to work on each song individually and get them to like exactly where we wanted them at the time, or at least as best as we could. So it was just honestly like it was amazing having the time where it's like there's no pressure. We don't have to play these songs for anybody for at least a year. So like let's just get them down. Let's get them down to how we want them. Let's get the lyrics. Let's get the melodies down to where we want them. And I think what was special about it was just like a lot of those ideas came from us working individually because maybe we couldn't hang out, we couldn't jam. But then when we brought them together, we were able to like hammer them out into like exactly how we wanted them. And it became something that we were just super proud of.
And with this particular project, man, you can definitely listen to it and really tell that you guys really put a lot of work and time and effort actually into it, man. It's such a well put together project, in my honest opinion.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Yeah, just to add to that, I think the first track on that EP, A Day Late and A Dollar Short, that song I think was a little different. It was kind of, I feel like that song came together in like one day.
Yeah.
When we were jamming.
Yeah.
It's kind of more of like a chaotic song. And I think even when we recorded it, we did it in like 2 takes or something.
Yeah. And like, I think that was actually one that we did write pre-pandemic, but we wrote it pre-pandemic and wasn't like, we wrote it and we were kind of just like, yeah, that's cool. And like, I think we like maybe played it for a show and then didn't really think about it. And then kind of the more we jammed it, the more we were like, just fell in love with the energy of it and fell in love with like playing it live just because it's just the way it is.
Yeah, it's just kind of chaotic.
Fun.
Yeah,
exactly.
And while we're still on the topics of projects and whatnot, on May 12th of 2023, so just last month, you guys actually released another amazing project, which is a 6-titled EP titled Characters. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about your most recent project. And of course, do you guys have any hard copies available to be purchased today of Characters?
No hard copies. No hard copies. Wasn't in the budget. That had to go to rent.
Hopefully soon.
But yeah, we all last year in September we all started we all moved in together. This is the house that we live in. The 4 of us moved in together, and I think the difference in that project is just that every idea was heard before it became a song. So like, if I was downstairs working on an idea, everybody in the house could hear that idea. And it gave everybody, instead of just being thrown a riff in their face, it gave them time to listen to it, kind of think about it. And then when we did decide to jam it out, it like the songs just had more of like a cohesive feeling to it. And they just came together kind of easier than a lot of songs have. So then we wrote all the songs, and a lot of the songs we had probably written by like last May or like last March, honestly, when we released the other EP. And then we got into the studio and recorded it all literally last May. So we were sitting on all the material for a year, kind of just waiting for the right time to release it, put together our plan, put together our music videos, and then so just recently it came out. But we had been sitting on those songs for a while, and it was nice to like have them to sit on, have no rush, kind of work within our own time constraints, put together killer music videos, do some like killer promotion, and then really put together a project that just worked.
And for the individuals that might not have had the chance to actually see these music videos for this particular project, what is your guys' YouTube channel so that way they can check them out? Obviously, right after this broadcast.
Yeah, just the High Tops. I think
it's the High Tops Music.
It might just be the High Tops.
If you search the HI-Tops, it's gonna.
Yeah,
it'll come.
It'll also give you a movie from 1985, but that was not us. But if you search up the High Tops Change of the Season, you can find them all on that YouTube channel.
Peaches and Cream and Old Enough.
Yeah.
And also as well, June 17th, you guys will actually be performing at the big party weekend out there in Edmonton, Alberta at the Black Bar Tavern. I was wondering, what can our viewers actually expect from this up-and-coming performance? And of course, where can we actually snag ourselves some last-minute tickets? Because I do know you guys are actually planning a big Canadian tour where you're even going to be hitting spots out here in Ontario as well.
Yeah, so so that was originally the start date to our tour, but then we recently got offered a show to open for some Canadian legends, Ill Scarlet. They used to play on Van's Warped Tour back in the day. So we're kicking off the tour in Calgary at Dickens. You can find those tickets by contacting us through our Instagram or our email. And then as for Black Bar, you can find those tickets on the Show Pass website or also at the link in our Instagram bio, which is the High Tops Band. But then following up Black Bar, sorry, not to dodge your question, but what you can expect from the show is just like, honestly, like us at our tightest. Like I said, we've had a lot of time to live together and work together and really get everything down. So you're going to see probably the most polished version of us you can see while maintaining kind of, I guess, like just the rowdiness that we bring and the energy we bring. But yeah, so you can expect to see that. So then June 17th, we're in Edmonton. And then June 22nd, we're coming out to Toronto. We're playing the Baby G in Toronto with Sunset Arcade, Full Deck, Velvet Beach. And then the day after that, we're actually in Montreal. We're playing a little rock festival there that Sam actually put together. We're playing with the Flamingos, Pink. We're playing with River Brooks. And I believe that's it. And then Hamilton, June 25th, we're playing with the Caspers and Soulish. So we got a nice little tour lined up, and all the tickets, you can find them at the link in our Instagram bio. That's the High Tops Band. But we're just going to come and do our thing. We're going to get drunk and have fun.
Tear it up, yeah.
And also, what is next for you guys? Because obviously, I know we just spoke about the tour. We spoke about your most recent project, Characters. But is there anything we actually missed during this evening's interview? Anything else you guys still want to talk about or promote? We still got you here live on 99.9 FM this evening.
For sure. Just if you can, head on our Spotify, stream the EP, listen to it, listen to our songs. If you're in any of the towns we mentioned, which was Hamilton, Toronto, Montreal, Calgary, Edmonton, come to the shows. That's the best support we could ever ask for. And then if you got some time on our hands, we worked on some really good music videos. We got to work with Oliver from Shutter Release Productions, and then Chris from Melodic Imagery, who just did an amazing job. And definitely go check out those videos and support their work because they're even better than we are.
Yeah. We also have a new live video out too. It's for one of our singles off Characters, Old Enough. It was actually recorded live from our EP release party here in Calgary at Inner City. And Oliver from Shutter Release did that for us as well, and it turned out really great. So check that out as well.
Audio straight from the board. It's a lot of fun.
And also, guys, obviously, I know how to follow you guys on social media, but for the viewers that are actually just discovering you guys, how can they go about following you guys, not only on Instagram, because I know you guys mentioned that a few times already, but Facebook, Twitter, all across the board?
We're on Facebook as well, just the High Tops, HI-Tops. We're not on Twitter yet, but we also have a website as well. So the website is thehightopsband.com. You'll find everything you need there. You can get our videos, music, tour dates,
Link to everything.
yeah, and other contact information there. So.
And Bandcamp, the High Top Set Bandcamp.
And I got to say, first and foremost, guys, thank you so much for just giving us a bit of your time here this evening and sliding into the 99.9 FM airwaves. It was such an honor to speak with Calgary, Alberta's finest, man. Hopefully down the line, we can make this happen again sometime soon. But for now, guys, definitely have yourself a phenomenal night and a killer weekend as well.
Thanks, man.
Thanks
for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Hey, you're most certainly welcome, guys. Definitely have yourself a phenomenal night.
Yeah, you too, man. Thank you.
Yeah.